everyone. Welcome and namaste to all my dear students of Sri Pokhariya Secondary School, and welcome you all in the official YouTube channel of Sri Pokhariya Secondary School. My name is Babita Parajuli. I am the teacher of Sri Pokhariya Secondary School, and I'm present here to teach you the poem Did I Miss Anything? It is the poem written by Tom Wayman, and according to the textbook of grade 10, it is the first poem in your textbook. So I like to welcome to all my grade 10 students in this short presentation video, and I hope you all are staying at home, staying very safely. And as we know that the world situation, including our country, is not very good due to the pandemic of COVID-19. So our intention to prepare this short presentation video of different subjects is to make your homestay very productive. If you are in the internet access, you can visit the official web YouTube channel of Pokhariya Secondary School, because all the many teachers are also presenting on different topics, different contents of other subjects, and you can be benefited from this. Welcome to you all. I will deal with the brief summary of the poem Did I Miss Anything in this presentation video. Well, so I like to suggest my students, if you have textbook of grade 10, so you can turn on the page of this poem Did I Miss Anything, and you can go with me. Okay, so let's begin. At first, I like to provide you a very brief information about the poet of the poem Did I Miss Anything. So Did I Miss Anything is a poem which was composed by Tom Wayman. So his full name is Thomas Ethan Wayman, who was born on 13 August 1945 in Canada. As he was the teacher by profession, he has also talked about the importance of classroom education in this poem. And as a teacher, he loves to write about the people's experiences involving in their job. So he has reflected his own experiences as a teacher in this poem on title Did I Miss Anything? At first, I like to provide you about the background information of the poem. If so, so you will obviously get the poem easily. So that's why background information of the poem. What is the context of the poem? In which context the poem is written? So I like to tell you for the at first, then we will go through the poem. We'll read the different stanzas of the poem, and I'll also help you to tell the summary in brief. If so, then you can, I hope you can do the exercises which is provided, the comprehension exercises in your textbook yourself. So did I miss anything? As it is the title of the poem, so miss here means to lose something. Did I miss anything? Did I lose something? The title suggests in this way. So in this poem, did I miss anything? It is the question which is frequently asked by the students after missing a class. So you can take the example of yours own. When you were absent for some days or for a particular day, so when you come back to the classroom, and you always you may ask to your friends or to the teachers, did I miss anything? Did I miss did I miss anything which was important for us? So this type of question, it is frequently asked by the students after missing the class. That's why the poet wrote this poem from two perspective. That means one is a student's perspective and another is a teacher's point of view. So the student's perspective here means that students may think that all the contents which are taught in the classroom for us may not be always important. They might be important, but they may not be always important, because if we miss the class for some days, nothing happens. So that's very common, that's very usual. That means we can recover all the missed contents ourselves. So students can think in that way, but the teacher's the perspective is students classroom presence is very necessary to understand the potentiality of divine knowledge that they get from the classroom setting. That means teachers point of view is that their students should present in the classroom to understand the value of the importance of lesson contents, as well as to understand the importance of knowledge which is achieved from the that means which is achieved by the being there in the class. Okay, so the tone of the poem is sarcasm. Obviously the word sarcasm here means to use the humor or irony for the purpose of mocking somebody or something else. So did I miss anything? It is the question asked by the absent student, and the teacher reply seems a bit satirical here to the students by saying nothing, nothing. So this represents the tone of the poem here. So you'll understand more about it because we will go through the poem after some time. And the poet answers the students questions who miss the class and asks about the missed class to their teachers and friends. So the poet means the speaker of the poem. So Tom Wayman, so he has supported the teacher's point of view here in this poem. Right? The poem reveals the importance of classroom education, especially relevancy of classroom education to the students. So it is the major message of this poem. Well, we will begin from the first stanza. Here we go. Did I miss anything? So the first stanza starts like this. Nothing. When we realized you were not here, we sat with our hands folded on our desk in silence for full 2 hours. So this is the first stanza, and it begins with the word nothing, and it represents students' point of view. So the first stanza seems a bit ironic, because when the absent student asks, did I miss anything? The reply in the first stanza, it begins with nothing. You did not miss anything. Because when we means here all the students who were present in the classroom. So when you were not here in the classroom, we all students and teacher, we simply sit idle with our hands folded on our desks for full 2 hours. Look at here. So the friends reply, especially when the teachers and friends reply seems quite satirical and ironic to the absentee, because for example, it is not possible to stay in the classroom by folding their hands for silence for full 2 hours. It is not impossible, because some students, in the absence of some students, so always the classroom activities goes on as usual, isn't it? That's why the reply seems quite ironic. That's why the tone of the poem is sarcasm, as I already told you. So we will talk about second stanza now. Everything. I gave an exam worth 40% of the grade for this term and assigned some reading due today, on which I am about to hand out a quiz worth 50%. Look at here. The second stanza begins with the word everything. That means it represents teacher's point of view. I already told you that the poem is written from two point of view, students and teacher's point of view. So the absent student is asking, did I miss anything in the class? So here the teacher replies in this way, everything. Yeah, you missed everything, because in the missed class, I had, yeah, he replies in a quite angry, he sounds quite angry here, and tells about the absent student that he has taught 40% of the term syllabus and also assigned the quiz which was 50% work for the term's paper. You missed everything, because what we did in previous class, that you absent, that means we deal with 40% of the grade syllabus, and also I assigned 50% that means worth of quiz to your friends. That's why you missed everything. This is the reply. This is the reply of the teacher to the absent student. Similarly, third stanza. Nothing, none of the content of this course has value or meaning. Take as many days off as you like. Any activity we undertake as a class, I assure you, will not matter either to you or me and are without purpose. Look at here. Again, it represents the voice of student. And students, teachers should reply in a student's point of view. Okay? So here a student may think that the classroom education is the waste of time. A student missed nothing when he or she can, that means where there is no value of classroom education or classroom contents taught by the teacher, then student they can remain absent as the course has, they can become absent, they can remain absent as many days as they like, isn't it? So the student missed nothing in the class because the course has no value in their life. That's why they can remain absent as the course has no effect and purpose in their life, present and also in the future. So the teachers reply. It is the teacher's reply from the student's perspective that the classroom education has no value in their life at present and in the future. So obviously they can take the leave as many days as they like. So this is also a sarcastic reply, isn't it? Because certainly there is the importance of classroom education. So if there was no any value of classroom education, why is it necessary? What is the essence of formal education in the world, isn't it? Because you can see the situation of educational context nowadays. At the time of this corona pandemic, so many students of the world, they have been depriving from the right of education, being present in the school. So obviously there is the value, and this reply seems a bit let's say ironic or satirical. And for talking about the fourth stanza, so everything, a few minutes after we began last time, a shaft of light suddenly descended, and an angel or other heavenly being appeared and revealed to us what each woman or man must do to attain divine wisdom in this life and thereafter. This is the last time the class will meet before we disperse to bring the good news to all the people on the earth. The fourth stanza also represents the teacher's point of view. And here the teacher wants to convey the message that he wants to convey the message that classroom education has very high value, because we can get a lot of wisdom, especially divine wisdom, which is very useful wisdom for our life. We can get divine wisdom, and to convey this message, the teacher seems a bit religious here, because he has talked about the presence of appearance of angel to convey a certain message about the importance of knowledge in human life. So the fourth stanza, it reflects a religious belief of the teacher also, and because it is not possible in reality that angels, they visit to the earth from the sky, and they provide a certain message related to the importance of classroom education, importance of wisdom, importance of knowledge for human life. It is not possible. That's why the teacher here sounds a bit religious, but the message to convey, the message he wants to convey here is that obviously we people, we all the citizens of the world, they have to understand the importance of divine wisdom, which is very useful for their life. And to get that type of wisdom, we have to be present in the classroom. So all the situation, all the activities, classroom activities can provide you that type of wisdom. That's why this message we have to spread as a citizen of the world. We have to spread this message about the importance of knowledge to the world. We have to convey this message, and obviously the classroom is the right platform to get that type of knowledge. And we all student, we all citizen, as a student, we have to convey this message to the world, to the rest of the world. So this is the meaning of fourth stanza. Similarly, stanza 5 begins with nothing when you are not present. How could something significant occur? So obviously this might be the reply of teachers to the students, or it also signifies the importance of being present by the teacher and the students in the classroom, because without the absence of teacher and students, that means there will be the missing of something, and it if the teacher is absent in the classroom, obviously there will be some of the challenges to deal with the content to the students. And if students they are absent in the classroom, obviously teachers fear the teachers cannot teach the content. That's why how could something significant occur in your absence. So this fifth stanza talks about this. And similarly, another stanza begins like this: everything contained in the classroom is a microcosm of human experiences assembled for you to query and examine and ponder. This is not the only place such an opportunity has been gathered, but it was one place and you were not here. So the sixth stanza explains about the significance of classroom education, so that it is the world of human experiences. Classroom is a little world which is full of human experiences that needs to understand by all the students. Similarly, the last one line stanza of the poem, they serves as a message to all the doubtful students that they should always be present in the classroom so that they can learn those human experiences. You can take the example of your own classroom, because you in a classroom, many students, they come from the different background, and there will be the presence of many subject teachers every period. So you will obviously have a lot of conversation and interaction there in the classroom. So that reflects something about the that means massive human experiences. So from those human experiences, you can learn about the importance of knowledge and wisdom in your life. That's why it is very necessary to be in the classroom, to present in the classroom. It is the message from the teacher's perspective. Okay. So in this way the poem ends. So the major message of this poem is there is always classroom education is always relevant and important for the students. That's why you do not have to miss the class. And you obviously so if you miss some of the lesson contents, obviously you can ask to your friends and to your teachers, and you can also can recover all those lessons, all those contents. So obviously classroom experiences, teachers that means teachers time and effort to convey the to deliver the education is always significant. So this thing you all students have to understand. So this is all about the poem. And here are some of the list. Here is the list of some difficult vocabularies so that I have included from your course book too. So you can read it yourself. So some of the difficult words and their meaning is presented here for you. So on the basis of this brief summary explained by me and these difficult vocabularies, you can follow the following exercises and some of the comprehension questions to yourself. Okay, this is all about the poem in this very short presentation video. I hope you can learn something from this, and obviously you do not stop your self study, because by your own you can learn many things. So always keep on learning, and happy reading by staying at home. Thank you very much. So in other videos, next videos, I'll try to bring other lesson contents of grade 9 and 10. Thank you. This is all for this. This is all from my side today. Okay. Thank you. Namaste.